You cannot be a truly, truly unconditionally loving person if you have any ounce of hate in your heart towards any single person or type of person. And this is a really, really hard concept to wrap your head around and really come to terms with, but let me explain my thoughts on this and why I believe this is true, even though I did not believe this for many, many years. Hey guys, I'm Cassidy. I'm a mindset and fitness coach, and you can find me at beyondthebodywellnessco.com, and all my other social media links will be linked down below for you to go check out. So today we're talking about unconditional love. And here's the thing. In this type of society, we think of love and unconditional love as two separate things, when in reality, the actual energetic frequency of love is unconditional. And so love and unconditional love are the same things. They're just two different ways of saying it. One is just a longer version of our language and we say it. But the way we typically experience love is conditional, and that is how society kind of portrays it to us. In the media, we're shown that two people can love each other so deeply, but then they end up hating each other. Then that's not love. That is the way we experience love and think about it. That's our kind of way of conceptualizing what that is, but that's not true love, which is completely unconditional. This does not mean you have to associate with everybody or even like everybody or everything. This is a big concept to kind of talk about, but I don't know, it's just been an important lesson in my life recently, and something, I'm definitely not an expert at. I still have some things I need to work on. There's still some people that really, trigger me and make me mad and make me feel that sort of hatred and anger. And even though that's justified in our society, we justify hating people because they've done a certain thing or they are a certain way. Let me explain how that's not really what we should be striving for. And this is a whole different perspective that I just recently learned and completely align with now, and I'm working on, and I just wanted to share because it was very eye-opening to me. So this is about love not being dependent on somebody else. We always think, I love this person because they believe a certain way, they act a certain way, they are a type of person. Whereas love itself is a feeling that comes from within you. So it is not dependent on somebody else, it is how you feel. So if you are unconditionally loving, then you will be that way, like the name implies, unconditionally, towards everything and everyone. You won't love certain people and not love certain people. Even if you can still choose to want to maybe be around certain people and not around others, or agree with certain people and disagree with others, but that doesn't mean you have to hate people. So again, this is not about others, this is about you, because the way we feel towards others is exactly what's going on in our own internal reality, because everything in life is literally your own perspective and your own internal state of being. So if you have hate in your heart towards another person, even if society as a whole justifies that hate, even if that person is doing something that is harmful and destructive and shouldn't really be done, if you have hate in your heart towards that other person, that is not showing who they are, it is showing who you are. It is showing that you have hate inside of you. And that's where this concept gets a little tricky to kind of conceptualize and portray, because we are so conditioned to think it's the other way around. Someone else makes a mistake, therefore we should hate them. Whereas it's all about us. It's all about who you are. If you are loving, you will be loving towards everybody. If you have hate in your heart, then, you may be caring and compassionate towards some people, but you will definitely hate other people. And when you start to work on your own self-love, then you will kind of see, and I've seen this in my life, where you start to see the good in every single person and every single thing. You start to see the beauty, the love, the life in things you didn't before. And that just shows who you are inside. Again, I want to make it very, very clear that this does not mean you have to agree with other people or associate with them, ever. You can choose to not have somebody in your life because you don't really enjoy their belief systems and you don't align with them and you don't want to have them in your life. And we all sort of want to strive for that unconditional love, because when we truly embody the energy of love, that means that we will love ourselves unconditionally. And nothing is more empowering than that. Nothing is more confident and loving and powerful than that. And not powerful in a greedy way where we sometimes think of power, but powerful in the way where you will be able to live your best life, feel your best, do the things you are meant to do in this lifetime, and actually make a big impact positively in this world. You can only do that at the best of your ability, at the highest potential, when you unconditionally love yourself. And when you unconditionally love yourself, you will unconditionally love other people, regardless of how they're believing, acting, and thinking, no matter what, because it is a reflection of what's inside you. Everything in this life is. So like I said, I'm still learning this. I am not perfect like this. I'm definitely improving day by day on sort of trying to find that compassion and that love for people that it's maybe a little more difficult for me to. But I think that there is so much separation in this world because of the ego, and I mean, y'all can sense, you know exactly what I mean. There's just so much low vibrational separation, just awful energy sometimes in between people. We're too individual in some ways. Yes, we are our individual people, and that makes us beautiful as humans. We can be our own authentic selves, like separate from other people, but I think we've become so disconnected that we think that that's all we are. Whereas in reality, yes, we are individuals, but we are all connected on a conscious level. So our consciousness is all connected, and we are all one, even if we perceive ourselves as separate from one another. And so I believe that the way to bring us back into more of that collective consciousness is to find that unconditional love within ourselves that will radiate out into the world. And the reason I feel like this is kind of the direction to go towards is, one, because I can feel it. I just have a knowing this is the way I want to live my life and what I align with, and it makes total sense. But also think of any person who has made a big positive impact in the world for humanity. And the first person that always comes to mind when I think of this unconditional love is Gandhi. And I don't even know that much about him, but I do know that he was somebody that had this belief where you have to be the person you want to see the world become. If you want to see peace and love in the world, you have to be that peace and love in every single moment of your life, even if the world is not aligning to that in this very moment, because it all starts on an individual level. And what you do, especially high vibrational things that you do, truly, they literally make an energetic impact in the quantum field. And so we have thoughts and feelings and behaviors, and we think, oh, that's not really affecting anyone but me in this little moment, that doesn't make a difference. It does. Energy works in this crazy way that I can't get fully into right now, but every thought, especially action you take, has a frequency to it, and the more you do high vibrational things, the more energy that is put out in the world, and the more the world will start to change. So if we all start acting from a more loving, compassionate, unconditional loving place, then the world will become that way, even if in our perception it takes a long time. We need to kind of embody that energy, that love, that frequency, in order to actually make that a reality in the world, even if that seems so far away right now, even if we can still see a lot of the hate that's out there, a lot of the separation. It's not gonna be like that forever. I truly think there's a huge shift happening on the planet right now, and just in society, there's lots of changes going on that will be for the better, but we all need to take responsibility on an individual level to become the people we want to see the world become. We can't expect the world to become this loving, compassionate, amazing, accepting place when we keep hating other people and hating other things, even if the rest of society justifies that hatred. Hopefully this made sense to you. Hopefully this resonated with you. And if you have any thoughts, opinions, comments on this whole topic, I'd love to get a conversation going in the comment section. I want to discuss this as much as possible. I hope I did a good job at explaining it, because it's sort of more of a feeling thing a lot of the times. A lot of the things I talk about are more feeling and belief based, and they're hard to sort of put out into words. But I hope this made sense, and I hope this gave you some maybe inspiration to find more love and compassion within yourself in difficult situations or around difficult people, because it is not about who they are and how they are acting. It is about who you are. So who are you? Who are you? So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you benefited from this video and all my other content. Make sure to check out my other videos, give this a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this type of video and this concept. Also want to point out that all my products and services are linked down below as well. I have my positive mindset program and my free email list you can join from getting the free 7-day mindfulness for fitness course. So you can get lots of meditations and affirmation videos and that kind of stuff in my courses that will be linked down below. I do mindset and fitness coaching, and so if you guys are interested in that, then feel free to reach out to me. My emails are open, my DMs are always open, and of course the comment section is always open. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next week.